Okay, I'm gonna do now a basic test on how I pressure test these nozzles now. So in part 1 we refurbed the whole thing. So now we're gonna do basically a pressure test to see that the nozzle is not leaking from any positions, you know, from the spout or from the pull rod or anything like that. So what I do is I add this swivel and I add a basic air fitting onto it so that I can connect up an air line like this, and I set my air to normally, I don't know if you can see there, but it's not a high pressure, it's normally 2.5 bar or 2 bar basically. So what I do is pop my air line onto my air line on. Okay, I do know it is leaking from there, but I'm not checking air leaks from there. Basically checking air leaks from this end right up until that end. So I'll submerge it just in some soapy water. So as you can see there, first inspect the spout, and then basically anything from the spout up until the lever gland or the vacuum cap, you know, just submerge it in any soapy water will do, just to give a basic idea of is anything coming out. And then you leave it in here until you feel you are happy. As I said, I know it is leaking from there, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about my nozzle basically leaking, and I don't see any visual leaks on my nozzle, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'll remove this, and that's the ZVA2, as you can see by indication of this big head over here and the size of the vacuum cap head also. The ZVA1, there's normally a slim line head and a smaller vacuum cap also. So I'll pop this off and I'll just do the other fitting. So I swapped off my swivel now, basically a straight swivel like this, and then just a airline fitting that can fit inside here nice and tightly, you know, just add some thread tape to it, and then add my airline to it and pop it into the water. So first thing I want to check is there's no air coming out of there. So you see, I wait until those bubbles are basically all the way gone. You know, give it some time. There is air inside the spout, so that bubble will obviously, you know, fill up first. You can leave it in there as long as you would like, but I normally just give it a minute, because if there was air pushing through right now, you know, there will be a visual indication there that there is air coming out of there. You can also put the nozzle by your ear and basically check it like that. So I'm happy with the spout not leaking at all. And then I put this area in, so I'm checking now my vacuum cap and my lever gland. Like I said again, this area in here is leaking by my hose, so I'm not too worried about that at the back. So yeah, I'm very happy with this not leaking at all. Now done basically doing a air pressure test. Now we will do a wet test with some real fluid basically.